Hi everyone, this is Stacy and welcome to my channel. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. For today's video, it's already 4:30 in the afternoon and the sun is still up here in my veranda area. So the sun here in my veranda area is from morning to afternoon. So they are really exposed to full sun from morning to afternoon. So I will just be giving an update, a quick one, because it's still hot and I can feel the sun. It's really hot. So this rock was the one I blocked on my last vlog. So I'm just checking, but actually my vlog for today is about these spots on top. So I have vlogged everything already here in the veranda area. The one there from afar, this side, the rocks over there, and the rocks over here. So this is the only thing left that I haven't vlogged or update. So these pots or these succulents and aloes that you are seeing right now are the one that I got from repotting the pots here in the veranda area, and most of them are offsets of the succulents that I have repotted. So I have also picked some or our big pots here in the veranda area. So for this pot, I have not repotted it because it was just propagated early last quarter of year 2024. Also this one, I just added some babies or offsets of the ghosty there. So this one is ghosty and this one is a pot of ghosty too. So if you would see, there's no stress color already. So in the beginning of this year 2025, the color was really pinkish and it was really stressed. So right now, the stress color is not that visible. So this one is a propagation path of ghosty, and this is my path of Darly Sunshine. So I reset my Darly Sunshine by cutting the stem because there are lots of bugs on it, and I have decided to make a pot of Gymnocalcium. This is a non-variegated one, but although there are some small cactus that are not variegated Gymnocalcium, as you would see, it's very dehydrated because it's newly potted. I haven't give water on them. And this pot is my Purple Delight. If you would notice, I cut all the stem and just put it there. So I just put the cuttings on top of the pot, so there's no roots yet. Also this one, I cut most of the stem of the Purple Delight to reset it because I'm not happy with how they look like, these two pots. And this is my Cactopetalum Ellen. So this one I reset also. If you would see, there are cuttings, but I haven't seen any offsets coming from the stem, although there's one there. And beside the Cactopetalum Ellen, we have the Sedum clavatum. So in the beginning of the year, the Sedum clavatum has really its stress color. And if you would ask me if Sedum clavatum has really sweet smell, yes, they really have this sweet smell, or it's really like a candy smell. So it is mostly, you can mostly smell the sweet smell, especially during the morning, early in the morning. That's the strongest time that you can smell the smell of this Sedum clavatum. So right now there's still a little bit of stress color, but not that so much. So this is another part of our Sedum clavatum, but not lush as this. So it's like a propagation path. Also this one, It's the same as this one. So these Sedum clavatum are locally propagated already by our Benguet seller. So thank you for them, because it's easy for us to take care already or grow our Sedum clavatum, because it was already propagated here in the Philippines. So if it is propagated, if your succulents come from other countries like China, Korea, sometimes it's very hard to make them stable here in our area because we have different climates. So beside our Sedum clavatum, so I have 3 pots of Sedum clavatum. Beside it, I have here the Sedum Adolphi. I think it's a golden sunset. So if you would notice, I cut most of the stem, so I reset it. So where are the top cuttings? Here beside on the next pot is the top cuttings that I got from this pot. I potted here, so there are still no roots because it's really potted. So this is our Cryptopetalum. This is our Arunpei. So it's quite dehydrated already, and the color is not that so stressed, which is purplish. So another pot of Cryptopetalum Arunpei. So the same as this, the first pot that I showed. But the cuttings, I got some cuttings here that I potted in the white pot. Now there are some offsets already, as you can see. And this one is our purple haze. So I cut the stems also, but no offsets yet. But the stems are hard, so let's wait if it will give us offset. So why did I cut this purple haze? Because there are lots of mealybugs on the stem and I cannot treat it anymore. So I decided to cut and start, although I have put some leaf propagation on the pot and I have added also osmocot. So on the next pot, we have our Cryptomeria marfin. So excuse me for the noise, that's my little chubby, because he can hear my voice that I am up here in the veranda and he's down there in the garage area. So this is my Cryptomeria marfin, so there's no stress color. So actually I did not do anything on this pot except I just added osmocot. So next on the Cryptomeria marfin, I have here the pot of my Luella. So for Luella, before it was potted on this kind of pot, the white pot, so I have decided to pot it in a long pot and put them all together. So some have stress color, but actually I cut also their stem and they don't have roots. So I restarted them. So most of them I have restarted my succulents in the veranda area. So it's safe because it's not raining. But I have to wait for 1 week to give them a moist, so their stem will be totally filled. So next to it is another pot of our Cryptomeria marfin. So this one is still the same pot. I haven't done anything, so if you would see the cuttings that we made early this year already produces some offset. So I just added also osmocot on this pot, and there are some offsets already from the leaf propagation. So Cryptomeria marfin is easy to propagate through leaf and stem cuttings. So the next pot is our, I think this is ghosty. So another pot of ghosty. So no stress color too. And next to it is we have our ghost black. So ghost plant and purple haze are somewhat look the same. And this one is a propagation of Sedum Adolphi too, and another Sedum Adolphi. And then I have here the Cryptopetalum myrinae, which is still in the clay pot. And this is my 4-year-old Sedum clavatum, I bought it from plant culture before during the pandemic time, and this kind of Sedum clavatum came from Korea. So it stayed with me for 4 years, and I'm trying to recover it because it's really dehydrated. So I actually did not repot it, but I just added here some Osmocote, if you would see, and most of them are recovering already from dehydration. And next to the sedum clavatum is I have here the Graptopetalum, Mendozae. So if you would see, they are very dehydrated. The rosettes are very small. That is almost look like Marinere already. So next to it is I have here the Graptopetalum Ellen, which is my mother plant. So if you would notice, I have got some cuttings and they are offset already from the stems where I got cutting, and it's very dehydrated because it's really hot. It's summertime here in the Philippines. So for those who do not know, my location is in Silang, Cavite, Philippines. So on next to it is I have a long pot. So this pot and this pot, I have trimmed them and collect some of the rosette and potted here. So this is Graptopetalum Mendozae, and in the middle part I have your cuttings of Graptopetalum Ellen and also some leaf propagation. And on the other side I have there the Graptopetalum Marinere. So that's my sharing for today. So before I end my video, I would like to share also the flowers of my Asophytum Assyrias that you have seen in the beginning of the video. So this one is not yet fully bloom, as you can see. And this one is full bloom. It's single petal only, so it's very nice to see. This one, I think it will open tomorrow or 2 more days. This one is fully bloomed too. This one is fully bloomed and another one is fully bloomed. So on the first layer, I have 5 flowering Asophytum Assyrias. And on the second layer of the rock, I have 1. Look, it's pretty nice, the color. And this one is an Asophytum Assyrias with double flowers, so meaning there are 2. So it's pretty nice, right? See? So right now we were able to video 7 flowering Asophytum Assyrias. Very nice. So before I end my video, I wanted to give you a recap of what I have showed the succulents here. So this is the last part of my veranda area that I have to fix, and I'm very happy that I was able to repot almost all of them, although some I did not repot because they are okay. I just put a slow release fertilizer, which is Osmocote. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope you like my sharing for today, and if you do like my sharing for today, please hit the like button. And if you do someone else, or if you like my video, please share my video to your family, friends, and relatives. So bye for now. See you on my next video. Bye bye. Happy gardening, everyone. And God bless us all. Bye bye.